Okay, if everyone doesn't mind, we'll fire it up. I hope I don't get in trouble for this. But just to save everybody getting home too late, we'll get started. First of all, thanks for being here. We're gonna get through these awards as fast as we can. We do have a lot of things to celebrate. Some of the best young men and young women in the state, guaranteed. We know a lot of people. We know a lot of teams, a lot of coaches, and when they mention their teams or some of their players, they do not match up with what we have. Some of the best kids around, and it's because of all the support. It's because of the families. Look how many people are here tonight. That's what you do at all of our games. You always show for us and for the kids, and you'll never know how important that is. Just to have you guys there and cheering and supporting, it's what makes it all happen. And I can never say thanks enough for everybody in that aspect. I want to thank the OCF ladies. I believe they're called OCF nannies. And so we want to say thank you to them for all this great food that they're bringing out here for us. If we want to give them a hand real quick, maybe they can hear us. I want to say thank you to Mr. Hayes. He supports us 100% all season long. And for us, trust me, we throw a lot of things at Mr. Hayes. Different games, different nights, every day of the week. And Mr. Hayes handles it with no problem at all. I want to say thanks to the coaches from me, and I'll thank them later on. But Coach Collins has been everywhere. Coach Cagle, they're everywhere. And Coach Phillips, he's all over the place. They do so much to help the kids, to help the school, to help me. I couldn't begin to tell you what all they've done to make things go the way they have. These coaches are the best of the best. I'll bust through this thank you list real quick. I want to thank Jim and Kathy for the stats in the scorebook. I want to thank Jason Stamps for the live stream, and I think he's got it going tonight. That's just great. That way more people can hear me screw this up. I want to thank Ron Forst. You know, Ron, nobody even knows because he's up there hitting, but he's in the press box, and he's keeping the baseball games, the music, the sound, the announcing, the scorebook, or the score clock, sorry. And he just comes in, goes home, comes in, goes home, and he's never not there. I want to thank Chance Burke. He did the basketball announcing. He upped the tempo, upped the game. He changed the game this year for us, and he did so good. We're going to try to get him back next year for sure, if he will. I want to thank Haley Longshore, Lindsey Smith, and Matt Smith for the photos, the pictures of all the athletes through the games, both baseball and basketball, and others, I'm sure. Julie Allison. Julie took over probably the worst job in the business, the basketball concession stand. She took it over, and she knocked it out, and it's not a good job at all. Along with that was Kayla Clay. Is Brock's mom here? Kyla Clay, is she here? Oh, is she back there? All right, Kyla, she also helped with the concession stand. Boy, I always forget. And so did Tabitha Stevens. Those were the concession stand workers, more or less, and they helped get that going. I want to thank Darla Milligan for the hospitality room during playoffs. It was one of the best as always. I want to thank Leanne and Brad McWhirter. Leanne just recently did probably 50, maybe more, physicals for free. She took off work. I think she was on vacation. So during her vacation, she came 2 days out of the week to do physicals for all of our kids for free. So please, is Leanne here, Brad? Give Leanne a hand because she wants I want to say thank you to Danny Parnell. Nobody really knows besides the boys crew. Mustang AAU is something we do, and he did it for years. He did it probably for 5, 6 years. He doesn't want me to say anything, but that means he's taking up his Saturdays to go up and coach the boys because it's not legal for me to, and that changes your team. And so I want to say thank you to Danny. I'm going to go ahead and say thank you to Brad, because now Brad McWork's taken over that job, and so has Gary Walker. And honestly, I think they've played about 8 weekends in a row. I'm sure the parents just love that, but they've played about 8 weekends in a row already, and it just takes a lot of time. I want to thank Stan Wormack for doing the score clock in basketball, being the score bookkeeper in baseball. I want to say thank you to... That's it. Probably not. You watch. I just made a fool of myself and forgot somebody. But hey, we're going to move right to the awards. Cross country, letter O's will begin now.
So we're going to begin with cross country, and we're going to begin with the letter O, not the letter O's. One letter O, we had a young man come into our district this year, and he wanted to elevate our cross country game a little bit. Logan puts in a lot of work every day that people don't realize running. And so for cross country, letter O, Logan Shook. And then also before you go sit down, Logan, if you guys don't know this, Logan was a OSSAA Class A state qualifier in cross country this year. We got to go up on a, I don't know, Wednesday afternoon and hang around for about 4 hours and get rained out and get sent home and go back the following day or whatever. It was a couple days later. Logan did a great job. We're very proud of him. And because of Logan, we have, Coach, how many we have signed up now for cross country? He set a bar, and the kids said, oh, I want to go to state in cross country, so I want to do this. We have 10 or 15 kids that are going to run cross country this next year because Logan came in with a vision. Thank you, sir. Coach Caps.
Hey guys, I coach cheerleading. This is my second year. We had a great year, and I have a few awards. I'll start with my letter O's first. I have Alyssa Perkins, Lacey Chumley, Addison DeLue, Avery McWork, Addison Randall, McKenna Aguilar, this year we focused on really kind of building our skills and becoming more of a team, changing the culture from what it had been. I will give more awards. My first one is for AJ. This is the most cheerful cheerleader award. You will never see AJ without a smile. My second is for Addie DeLue. This is for the most flawless stunt execution. Addie would go home, this is her first year to fly, she would go home and spend all this time on her trampoline so that she could figure out how to do everything that we wanted to do, and it was just awesome. My next one is for the Team Glue Award. This is Alyssa Perkins. And my last one tonight is for the Confidence Champion Award, Addie Randall.
All right, we're going to move on to volleyball. If you played volleyball, come on up. Line up across here. before we get started, I actually remembered something this year, and I wrote myself some notes, so I'm going to start with a few thank yous. Tonight I would like to thank my husband Charles and my family for just putting up with being a coach's family. I know it's hard, I know I'm gone a lot, and you guys just go on and move forward and have a lot of patience with me, and for that I say thank you. Julie, I didn't know he was going to say it, but to Julie Allison, thank you for taking over the concession and taking that load off my back. I appreciate you very much. To my mother-in-law, Kathy Collins, thank you for your support of our volleyball program over the years. I'm at ease knowing that you have the scorebook. And then Coach Phillips, thank you for joining us in volleyball this year. Enjoyed having you along for the ride. All right, we'll start with our letter O's. Chloe Eccles. Bella Collins. Peyton Day. Layla Pierce. Cyan McBath. Avery McWhirk. Addison Randall. By the way, it's really weird for me to type that when I typed that a lot here lately. Jane Berry. Zoe Fulton. Kenna Dobbs. Ayana James. Tegan James. Alex Collins. Cheyenne Stevens. Addison DeLue. Alyssa Perkins. Did all of you get your letter O's? Awesome. Gonna move on to a few just certificate awards that I have that I would like to give out today. The first one, I'm calling it the Rookie Impact Award. This young lady who just started volleyball this last year has came in and worked very hard. She wants to learn the game and she wants to get better every day. I can see that. That goes to Miss Avery McWhirk. Team Hype Award, Cheyenne Stevens. I don't even need to say anything more. Hey, Josie. My Manager Award for being one of the best, Josie Stamps. Commitment to Excellence Award. This is for a couple of my seniors. They showed a true commitment, came in and they played the game, they were there every day, helped make practice a better place. Addie DeLue. Alyssa Perkins. Perseverance Award. This young lady has had to have several surgeries over the last couple of years. She keeps coming in. She'll say, Coach, I can't do it yet. They won't let me. And it's okay, I know they won't let you. But she keeps persevering. She keeps coming back. She's hungry for more. Chloe Eccles. The Coaches Award that I have tonight, I just called it a Coaches Award. I couldn't really think of what I wanted to call it, but it goes to a young lady who comes in. She's quiet. She's shy. But she comes in and she works hard every day. She does things I ask her to do, even when it's outside of her comfort zone. Peyton Day. My Most Improved Freshman Award goes to Layla Paris. And then I have a couple of Rising Star Awards I want to give out to a couple of freshmen today that they come in every day, they work hard. Cyan, I told her, hey Cyan, we need you to be a setter, and I don't really think she wanted to do that, but she stepped up. She is trying to rise to that occasion, and she works hard every day. Cyan McBath. And then my second Rising Star goes to a young lady who I hope grows about 3 or 4 more inches. It'd be great. Starting to work in the middle a lot, Bella Collins. Just keep growing. I'm going to give out a few more awards here. I'm going to start with, sorry, I'm saying I'm a lot, guys. I'm a little nervous. This award that I'm going to give out now goes to a player who has shown incredible growth, dedication, and perseverance throughout the season. Through hard work and a strong desire to improve, they elevated their game, became a stronger teammate, and made a significant impact on the court. I'm proud to recognize my most improved player this year, Jaden Berry. The next award is the Mustang Award. It's a special recognition given to a player who exemplifies the true spirit of Mustang athletics. Resilience, dedication, and heart. This award is not just about the talent, but about an unwavering commitment to the team. This year's recipient has consistently gone above and beyond, bringing passion to every practice and determination to every game. The Mustang Award goes to Addie Randall. Next up, Defensive Player of the Year, a true anchor on the court, whose quick reflexes, relentless hustle, and unmatched court awareness have saved countless points and inspired the entire team. Whether diving for impossible digs or leading in the back row with confidence, this player has been a defensive force all season long. Tegan James. This year, my Offensive Player of the Year is a leader on the court. Makes quick decisions, has energy like none other. I know she's tired. I know that she's like, Coach, man, could you tell her to pass me the ball better? But she gets there. She makes precision sets. She's the heartbeat of the attack. The Offensive Player of the Year goes to Zoe Fulton. And then the MVP, recognized for their outstanding skill, leadership, and relentless dedication on the court. The most valuable player stands as a true player of the game. Sorry, guys. This one's hard. Most valuable player, Alex Collins. Thank you, girls. You may have a seat.
Something about this microphone that does that. I'm not sure.
Maybe graduation.
Okay. So here we go. Baseball boys, come on up. Come up here with us. Make sure we got the majority of them here. So I've got two things at the top of my list. One, it says don't talk too much. Two, I was going to say this for basketball, but there's no way I can let Coach Phillips go before me because it won't matter. I want to thank my wife and my family. Hey, 22 years of this is hard, and Michaela does it like it's nothing nowadays. I don't know, maybe I got her trained. I'm not sure what it is. She makes it easy. She does everything. So thank you, baby. All right. I'm in trouble now. Okay, so I'm not sure if you knew this, but in 2015, I don't even know whose senior year it was, but in 2015 is the year that we hung the last district championship plaque for baseball. I think it was Brandon Davis's senior year, possibly. Oh, but you were on the team? Okay. Oh, so what did you talk about? Sophomore year. Anyways, 2015, we hung a plaque. I hung a plaque in the lobby, district champs. This year, these young men, for the first time in 10 years, were district champs. All right, letter O's, young men. Ryder Davison. Rylan. Where's my man Rylan Burke? All right, I'm not going to get too angry right now, but Rylan played fall baseball. He didn't play spring, but I'm giving him a letter O for all the years. Okay? Rylan Austin. Braden Fleetwood. Gavin King. David Brunson. Mr. Trace McConnell. Zane David. Braden Russell. Austin Allen. Chase Clark. Diesel Davis. David Sims. Bryson Parnell. Okay, perfect. Don't talk too much. That's what it says. All right. So we're going to start. We had some new faces to the team this year, and this is a very, very good young man, and he's already told me he's playing again next year. One of the most high character kids you can meet. There's many of them on this squad, but this young man deserves it. He also got hit by the pitch more than anyone. There might be an award in there. I probably screwed that up. Character award, Trace McConnell. My two little buddies right here in front of me, they're basketball dudes, but they're also my buddies. And so we made sure they stuck it out. They had a lot of baseball skills. And even though it wasn't their favorite thing to do, they still represented and they still performed very good in 4 years. The finish, we talk about finishing strong all the time, and whatever we do, finish strong award, Bryson Parnell, Diesel Davis. We've got one young man. He come in, he didn't get to play a lot. We're calling him the newcomer of the year because we tested him, we called him out, everything. When you don't play sports for a while, you're used to really everything just going your way. You make the rules. That's why it's so important for kids to play sports. They learn that they're not the boss, or there's things they got to do that they don't want to do. Stay up late, get up early, run. And this young man is the newcomer of the year. He got to learn all of those things, and hopefully he'll do it again next year. Zane David. Sportsmanship award. Just anybody here could get it, but we gave it to a special young man. He's also brand new. He's got a great family, and we get a kick out of this boy. We're really enjoying him in basketball also, but the top sportsmanship award goes to Rylan Austin. Outfield Gold Glove Award. Who could catch a ball in the outfield? Somebody that did will surprise you because he hasn't played a lot of baseball, but he sure caught a lot of pop flies. Outfield Gold Glove, Braden Fleetwood. First career out of the park home run. That way Diesel doesn't get mad at me. First career out of the park home run, over the fence. We've got two of them. David Brunson. And then we've got this hefty lefty, Bryson Parnell. Cy Young Pitching Award. So, he pitches decent, he throws pretty hard. He also has a love for basketball, probably more than this baseball game, but Cy Young Pitching Award, Chase Clark. Don't talk too much. Utility Player of the Year. You could put him all over the place. He played catcher, he played first base, he played outfield, he played infield, He pitched. That's every position on the field. Utility Player of the Year, a really good young man, Gavin King. We've got Rising Star. We're going to call it Rookie of the Year. And if you've ever been around me too long, you've heard me call this boy, or say, hey, rookie, come here. Hey, rookie, hey, rookie. Big at-bats for this boy. Big plays in the infield. And if you know him, you laugh when you're around him. Rookie of the Year, Ryder Davison. Most improved, just keeps getting better, and thank goodness he's only a sophomore. The future's bright. Most improved for this season, David Brunson. The Mustang Award, I wish I had Coach Collins' notes, I'd read it, but I'll just put it in my own words. A Mustang Award goes to the individual who might have had a little bad luck through his career maybe. Maybe an injury got him, but you don't remember that injury. For us coaches, we remember all the years of the want, of the dedication, of the hard work, of just the hours and hours, and all the bad times, all the good times. And when he got injured, I went home. I heard about the injury. I went home. We had many games ahead, and I was thinking to myself, I wonder if he's going to show. I wonder if he's going to show. Or is he just done for the year? And he never missed a game. Mustang Award, a great young man, Dagan Sims. Offensive Player of the Year, I have no idea how, but the boy went off. He hit more line drives and deep gap shots than anybody on the team this season. Offensive Player of the Year, Bryson Parnell. Defensive Player of the Year, you'll probably be a little surprised, but I think he had the most. He had so many plays for multiple positions. We could kind of move him around also. Defensive Player of the Year, Diesel Davis. Good on the defensive end, good at the plate, great pitching, great leadership. Even though it might not have been his favorite thing, he would have never known it. Most valuable player, Chase Clark. All right, we've got one more here. Quick story. In I think probably 2007, 2008, that's when we were baseball all the way, for me, for sure. We would go on baseball trips, and that particular time we were in Oklahoma City, just at one of those minor league games, and we learned through the years back then that go to those big league games in the middle of the day. There's not as many fans. You can get all the foul balls you want. You can just run all over the stands and get foul balls. So this particular day, the team and I, we were doing that. And all of a sudden, one of them guys hit a foul ball that went out of the stadium. So we run up to the top, we're peeking over the stadium, and we see this ball rolling across the, I'm not going to say highway because you think I was crazy, but it was a road with stoplights and there's cars going past. And we watched this ball roll across the road and bounce into a bush. And so we've got my little buddy beside me, and I don't know how old he was, but we send him out of the stadium, across the road. We're up there yelling that way, that way, that way, and he runs over there and he gets that ball out of the bush and brings it up and adds it to the collection. So I say all that. That was my buddy. So what we've done is we've made, in memory of Tim Womack. If Stan would come get. Thank you guys. We'll move right to softball. Yes, softball, come up here, stand in front. All right, we'll start with letter O's, and then we'll work our way down to awards. Letter O, Alex Collins. Josie Stamps. Cheyenne Stevens. Ayana James. Cyan Macbeth. Avery McWhirter. Addie Rainbow. Tegan James. Jaden Berry. Zoe Ford. Lacey Chung. Bella Collins. Layla Paris. All right, first award I have is Rising Star. This girl did not want to play infield. She wanted to play outfield, and we showed up the first day, and I was like, hey, you're pretty good at fielding ground balls, so guess what? You're playing infield. She was scared to death, but she made some good plays, and I think that in the future she'll be an even better softball player, and that is Bella Collins. Next award is the Heart Award. I feel like this girl probably had the most heart on the team. She tried. She would go out after practice. She would come out before practice, and she just wanted to get better. And every game, she just put her heart into it. Even her fancy eye black that had like glitter on it, she cared about that too. But she played hard, and she had a lot of heart. Avery McWhirter. Next award is the Slugger Award. About halfway through the season, this girl just started just swacking it. I mean, it was insane. And she was a heck of a first baseman, but I'm telling you right now, she can absolutely obliterate the ball. And every game, I was like, oh my gosh, you were just raking right now. And she'd be like, oh. And she was so humble about it, but man, she could swing the bat this year, and that was Addie Rainbow. Next award is Most Improved. And I feel like this person, I mean, literally, she has a hard head, but she is one of those that has improved a lot. And from the start of the year to the end of the year, you can tell that she's grown a lot, and that is Layla Paris. Next award is the Hustle Award. This girl, I mean, she just works. And every game she'd go out there and you could just tell she was just working and working and working. And I'd be like, hey, are you good? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. And just keep working. And I'm just telling you, the hustle, and she wasn't the fastest on the team, but if she hit it, she got down the line, and she just gave it all she had. That is Cheyenne Stevens. Next award is Teamwork Award. This person just, honestly, when I think about teamwork, she is the definition of it. She cares about her teammates, and she wants to help them literally any way possible. And that award goes to Josie Stamps. Next award is the Never Quit Award. This girl had to play so many positions that I honestly felt like she was just going to quit. I mean, she played everywhere, and I think every game she was just looking like, Coach, where am I going to play? But she had a good heart, and she stuck it out, and she found a way to compete, and that is Cyan Macbeth.
Next award I have is a helping hand. I've never seen this before, ever, in my years of coaching, but whenever the catcher would leave the dugout before they go out, they put all their equipment on. For some reason, our catcher never had to put their equipment on. Like, we had someone put their equipment on for them. And this person, every game, would be over there just grinding, putting on our catcher gear. And that is Lacey Chumney. Next award is the Teamwork Award. If you're ever around this girl, she is super positive. She's loud, but she's very positive. And even in the games that we were about to get run rolls, she was just so positive. I mean, like some of our girls would be mad, upset. I'd be mad. She'd be like, "Hey, it's good. It's a good day. Sun's out." Just so nice, and she was just, I mean, the definition of teamwork, and that is AJ. And then the last award is the True Grit Award. This girl is a definition of grit. I think it's a genetic trait, just in their bloodline. But she's tore her ankle like 12 times. She slides in on her hurt ankle. She's bleeding. She's crying. She'll break 3 nails a game. She'll fall in the outfield. She'll hit the wall. She sacrifices everything, but that's just who she is. She doesn't know any different, and she is gritted. The True Grit Award goes to T.E. James. All right, next award I have is the Playmaker Award. This award goes to someone who, just in those times of trouble, always found a way to get us a play. There was times that, if you've ever played slow pitch, the scores are usually pretty high. There was times where we would just be in a drought and we would need a play big time. And for some reason, she would wear these just hard glasses and she'd be out there just going as hard as she could. But for some reason, she would always find a way to give us the play we need to get us over that hump. And the Playmaker Award goes to Zoe Fulton. Next award I have is the Gold Glove Award. If you've ever been to an OK softball game, this girl is a human vacuum. I'm telling you, like, if it's within a 2-car garage, she's gonna get it. I mean, she's a black hole at shortstop. She's unbelievable with a glove. I mean, if you just watch her, she's naturally gifted. But I'm telling you, she will fill a ball. Let's say she drops it, she'll make the play and get the out, and she's mad. She's like, it wasn't clean enough. It wasn't good enough. Okay, but she has one of the best gloves I've seen in softball in a long time. The Gold Glove goes to J.D. Berry. And then the last award is the MVP award. This girl she hits bombs. She plays hard. She gives everything she has. She's a great leader on and off the field. The girls look up to her. But what was funny, a funny story is we were not hitting the ball well. We had scored like 3 runs in 2 games, and I was very upset. So before we got off the bus, I told him, I said, "Hey, if you hit a home run, you get a bag of gummy bears." And I only bought 2 because I was like, "I'm probably gonna hit that many." First 2 at bats, Alex goes yard. So she got both bags of the goodies. But it's one of those things. Yeah, I think I still owe her like 3 bags of candy. But great player. She plays hard, and she's the MVP. Alex Collins. Before I get into girls basketball, maybe a little bit longer, I want to thank Julie Allison. Coach Allison, man, you're a light. I've been around a lot of coaches in my life, and you always set the tone with your personality. Every day you get on the bus, like there's times where I'm dreading the bus ride, and you get on and you're like, oh, like why am I'm smiling? Why am I smiling? It's just Julie brings out the best in everybody. And she's a light, and when you love the Lord and you want to be an influence, that's what you do. And Julie, thank you for being a part of our softball season. I know the girls love being around you, and I do too. All right, girls basketball, go ahead and come up here and stand. Oh, I should just have to stay up here. We'll start with letter O's, and then we'll get into it. All right, letter O award up first, Cyan McBath. Up next, Alyssa Perkins. Next, Layla Paris. Chloe Eccles. Addie Randall. Zoe Fulton. Jaden Berry. Tegan James. Alex Collins. If I could have the managers come up, Miley, Tayton, Avery. We got you guys a manager award, and I know a lot of times being a manager just honestly kind of sucks. You carry the dirty laundry, you fold the laundry, you carry the water bottles, sometimes you get treated like crap. You always have to go in behind the team, and then while they're warming up, you're filling water bottles, and you got girls that come up that are sweaty like, where's the towel, where's the towel, where's my water? But I will say this, our girls love it. And they work hard and they care. The bus is loaded. We never have to worry about losing gear. We never have to worry about all those small things that make a game day stressful. They eliminate that. And that's a manager's job, and they don't take it lightly. They know that they're the future of the program. So they just have a good heart and they have smiles all the time. So thank you, ladies, for your All right, up first, I have the teammate award. This award goes to someone who I feel like, every game they were there and they were cheering on their team. And there was a few times I had to tell, like, hey, calm down, they're about to give me a technical. Because, I thought she was going to come on the court and try to fight somebody. But that's the kind of girls you want on your side. Because there's times I'm like, hey, coach, you have a girl over there that's not suited up, that's ready to fight me. Could you please get her back? And I'd be like, hey, we're a family over here. And I'd look at her and be like, hey, you gotta tone it down a little bit. She'd be like, coach, these are my girls. I'm here. But she was a great teammate, and I love her personality, and that is Chloe Eccles. For the Rising Star Award, I have actually two girls that I feel like really took that role this year seriously, and from their junior high career till now, I feel like they've improved a lot. They kind of got thrown into the fire early on because we hit some injuries, but instead of just crying and quitting and just getting down on themselves, the girls just kind of took them under their wing, and they trusted them, and they just kept working, they kept putting in work. And honestly, from where they started to where they ended was night and day. And the Rising Stars this year are Simon McBath and Layla Paris. This award, I've never in my life coached anybody that has this award, so it's kind of special for me. But one that it's her, that's who she is, and she got this award because of who she is and the work that she put in, and it's the 1,500 Point Club. And that award goes to Alex Collins. All right, next awards are the Riverside Athletic Conference All-Tournament Team Awards. These are voted on by other coaches. We go have a meeting, and they basically vote for your team. So, like, we all talk about it, and they say, all right, this is the conference. So, the Conference Award All-Tournament Team first is Jaden Berry. The second all-tournament team is Zoe Fulton. The third all-tournament team member is Addie Randall. The fourth all-tournament team member is Tegan James. And then the Riverside Athletic Conference All-Tournament MVP, Alex Collins. Another award that was kind of cool because it's based off our area, and once again, it's other coaches voting, is the Muskogee Phoenix All-Tournament, All-Area Team. And this year, Alex Collins got selected for that, so. All right, first plaque award is the Hustle Award. This award goes to a player who exemplifies unbelievable hustle and will always give 100% no matter what. They give everything they have to the team, and they lay it on the line every practice and every game. They demonstrate a positive attitude by pushing themselves and their teammates every day, and a person that just that's who they are this year is Addie Randall. Next award is the Heart Award. This award goes to a player who genuinely cares about the success of the team. They care about the well-being of the team, and they want to do their very best every time they touch the floor. They put their heart into it, and it's evident they care about the team. I guess you could probably refer to this girl as the team mom. They are invested, they put in the time, and when they're called on, they answer. This year's Heart Award goes to Zoe Fulton. Next award is the Mustang Award. This award goes to the player that I think all coaches agreed every time that they went out and practiced or in games, they tried to execute each and every day. They were consistent in both practice and games. They echoed what we as coaches wanted to do and what we were trying to do. They worked hard, they pushed the team to do better, and they valued the team's success over their own. And I'll say this young lady really came out of her shell this year and just grew and really pushed herself to new limits, and it was really fun coaching her this year. This year's Mustang Award goes to Jake Berry. All right, next one is the Defensive Player of the Year Award. This award goes to the player who consistently showed exceptional defense, who brought energy and effort on the defensive side of the ball, who would shut down anyone who would look me in the face and just be like, let me guard her. I mean, nothing changed. Last year she did the same thing. This year I think the look in her eye got a little bit crazier, but she would just be like, let me guard her. I'll guard her. She won't wake up tomorrow, I'll guard her. I'm like, okay, whatever, you do you. But she creates turnovers, she hustles, she uses everything she has in her to play defense, and she just prides herself on it. Defensive Player of the Year, Tegan. Offensive Player of the Year, next award. This award goes to the player who consistently showed tremendous offense and is just successful on that side of the ball, who found ways to put points on the board. When it got crunch time, was always there to go get a bucket. Just prides herself on the offensive side. She's a threat every game, and just a person you can rely on the offensive side. And this year, that goes to Alex Collins. Last award is the MVP award. This award goes to the athlete who sought to make the team better at all costs, who was a leader on the court, off the court, and who was willing to do whatever it takes to make the team better. They played with determination in class, and they exhibited a strong work ethic, a spirit of humility, and a coachable attitude. And they led the team not only emotionally and physically, but spiritually. And this year's MVP goes to Alex Collins. Just want to say thank you guys so much. Thank you, ladies. This year we had a good year. Last year we had a good year. And I've loved coaching this group of young ladies. They work hard. They're selfless. They are raised well, and they have really done a good job of getting OK back to where it needs to be. Which I know a lot of you in this room laid that foundation. We tried to build off that and get it back to where it needed to be. They were successful in a lot of ways, and these same athletes are successful in the classroom and the community as well. I'm glad that I got that opportunity to coach them. And ladies, I just want to say thank you for trusting me and allowing me to coach you, and just thank you for your effort and everything that you've brought to the table. Thank you. I know I'm gonna thank just because I know Chad's taking the time, but first thank the cheerleaders. Every time you roll up to a basketball game, whether you see it or not, the cheerleaders are key in the game. And I've always appreciated cheerleaders because it's just one of those things that get the crowd going, and in those times of timeouts, they just keep everything rolling with the spirit. And believe it or not, I think we have the best cheerleaders definitely in our class, but probably in the state. But they just bring it every night, and ladies, I know the work you put in, and I know how much time you devote to that, and it's not overshadowed. Okay, I'm thankful as a basketball coach you guys show up and just compete and do that, and it's fun to see. So thank you, cheerleaders. Coach Cagle. Since day one, you've been kind of a brother to me. This man loves kids, and he loves OK, and he works his butt off for OK. And he shows up every day in the classroom, in the weight room, everywhere. And OK's lucky to have him. Okay, well, you have my back through thick and thin. You've supported me. See me every day in the hallway. What's up, big dog? Kay will say. But just, man, this dude has a heart that just is, it's gold. And he works hard, and I told him all the time, man, like, there's times I wake up and I want to be lazy, and Cagle will beat me to the school, and he's already working, and I'm like, I gotta get to work. And one thing about that man is he works his absolute tail off for his family, for our school, and for us coaches, and for these kids. So Cagle, thank you, brother. Next one, Coach Collins. Me and Coach Collins had a great year this year. We were in the trenches together in a lot of times, a lot of battles. Coach Collins really influenced me spiritually. When I think about servant leadership, I think about Coach Collins. She's a great mom. I know she's a great wife to Charles, and just a great coach. She cares. God, she cares. And she cares about church. She cares about students. She will give the shirt off her back to anyone in need. She'll buy a meal. She just cares so much about the town of OK, the school of OK. And man, she pushed me to be a better coach. And I know for a fact how much time she puts in, and a lot of times doesn't go noticed, but if you're around her, you know how much she's key to everything we do. She wears 25 hats, and probably honestly more than that. But Coach Collins, you're a key ingredient to the school, and just thank you for this year and all of it. Chad. Mikayla would agree. Chad, you can be a little hard-headed sometimes. But one thing about Chad, he's loyal. And I got to be around Chad on both sides of everything. Through sports, through being in hotel rooms, traveling 3 hours to games, to camps. Chad loves OK. And he loves the students, he loves the town, and he will do anything for any of you if you need it. Whether you think that or not, he will. And I know, like I said, sometimes he can be a little hard-headed. That's just who he is. But he loves this school, and I guarantee you right now, there's not hardly, I bet there's probably no other coach in the state has been here this long. 23 years, coach. And he's been through it all. He's seen it all. He's a great coach, and I'm glad that I got to coach under him and learn so much. He let me be a part of the ride these past 2 years. But man, I just think about a guy that through work and service, he shows how he cares. And through his actions, he shows how he cares. He may not be, I mean, he can sell ice to an Eskimo, don't get me wrong. I mean, he has the words. And he, for some reason, he can go to Taco Bell and get 8 things for $2. I don't know how he does it. But I'll tell you one thing, Chad loves OK. He loves the students. He's a loving guy, and through his actions shows his character. And I'm telling you, I learned a lot from him these past few years, and I'm for sure keep in touch with him. But if you want to talk about a legacy that for young coaches to follow and build off of, it's Chad Clark. And last, gotta thank my wife. She has stuck by me through thick and thin, and coaching, being a coach's wife is not easy. It's tough, but she allows me to pursue that calling, and I'm just thankful for that. And she supported me. She's been there for me on late nights. She's got me meals when I've stayed up till 3 a.m. watching basketball and scouting, and she's driven miles and miles to watch me play, and she's always taking care of the kids. I know during basketball season it's almost like she's by herself raising the kids, but she understands my calling and my purpose, and she's loving, and she's gracious, and I couldn't ask for a better wife, so thank you, baby. Last one, I know you're like, put the mic down. Last one, I do want to thank God for this opportunity. Trust that He always has a plan, and everything works out for His good no matter what. If you don't have a relationship with Him, get one. I can tell you about Him if you want to know about Him. He changed my life. He is the author of my life, and everything that I do, I chase that will. And no matter what, I want to be in that will. And sometimes it takes us out of comfort zones and it puts us in different situations, but no matter what, He's on the throne, He's sovereign, and He has a plan.
Good job, Coach Phillips. We appreciate those words, bud. Big time. If I start talking about Coach Phillips and Coach Cagle, I mean, all you got to do is just take a look at them. I think it's called swag. I'm sure that's old. I'm sure it's something new now, but that's why I wore this, because I wanted to kind of let them know what old school looks like also. But they got the swag, all right? And no, but hey, so we'll get going for boys basketball and we'll finish up. We have had a run like no other. Boys basketball, it has been amazing for me. It's been amazing for us. You guys are amazing. Everybody here has been to the games. You know what it looks like. You know what we do. And you know how fun it is. 27-5 record. District champs, regional champs, area champs. We won the first game in the TOC out of 3 tries. And we won the Fort Gibson tournament. You know, I think the smallest school was 3A, Talcott Sequoia, the rest are 4A. And we won that entire thing this year. These guys on this squad, most the veterans that we're losing, they are responsible for 2 silver balls that are in the trophy case out of 4. They have been to the state tournament 3 times out of their 4-year career. They're going to be, you know, we could go on and on. We're going to miss them. They have set the tone. They have continued the tradition. And now that I just watch, now that I don't have to coach basketball every weekend or every day, I just get to watch. And I just see all these young guys, and they're just carrying that tradition on. And so are the families. There was a time that you couldn't get the kids to show up when it wasn't basketball season. They weren't there. We tried, but they weren't there. But it just started wherever it started many years ago, and now every parent, they make their kids get up there because they know what we're trying to do, And the way that all happens is all the off-season stuff we do. And so it's every weekend they play or every practice they have that I can't be a part of, I'm always asking, who's there, who's absent? And I'm telling you, there's very few absent. They always show. The tradition is strong. We're going to try to keep it going. In the last 2 years, we've lost huge seniors, but the future's so bright. Coach Cagle said it the other day, the future, we don't want gaps. We want it just to continue, but it's going to be it's going to take the boys to buy in and the parents that already bought in. I really appreciate you guys. And, there's the silver ball. And before I move on, I'll just tell you, 4 silver balls for me. And, yeah, the first one, we weren't really planning on it. It just happened. But this one, 2023, it's the hardest thing to do. When you start the season and you say, our center, let's play the last game of the year. Let's play the last game the OSSA offers. That's easy to say. There's so many variables. There's so much time in between September, whatever, to March, and we made that our goal. And when it happens, it's a huge relief because the pressure is there on the boys, on the coaches, and when you do that, it's just the best feeling because you strive for it for so long, and it happened. And it's something to remember. I probably got more years behind me than I do in front of me. Boys, come up. Hey, funny story, so everything quit being so sad. The very last game of baseball this year, I walked out to the pitcher's mound and I started raking it. The very last game, I started raking it. Kay was looking at me like, what are you doing? Why is he out here? I heard the voice say, why is Coach raking? It's because I wasn't there to let Coach say I never touched that field one time this year. And so I raked that pitcher's mound one time. But before that, Coach Cagle had done everything. He had done every single thing every single day. And I didn't have to worry about it. I just walked out there and act like I was somebody and said, let's play baseball. But Coach had already done the lines, the field, the dirt, the mud. He'd already done everything. But I did rake it one more time. All right? Hey, letter O's, we're going to go Trevor Walker. Let's do this quick, all right? James DeLue. Clinton Nallier. Gavin King. Braden Bigwood. Austin Jones. Chase Clark. Bryson Parnell. Logan Shook. David Sims. Diesel Davis. Rylan Austin. David Brunson. Austin Allen's not here. Ryder Davison. Jackson Milligan. Rylan Burke. Anybody? Okay. All right. Let's let them get up here and sweat with us. Managers. Brock Clay. Peter Murphy. Braden Work. Canyon Longshore. Isaac Smith. You boys you stand up here and let your back start hurting. Yeah. These managers, Coach Cagle doesn't take it lightly on those boys. They work nonstop. And we appreciate you managers. You do all the dirty work for us, like Coach Phillips said. All right, so I think something we might try to skip and we'll give out later when you make it to the state tournament, you get a letter from the governor. I got a letter from the governor. I can't remember who it was from, but it's a pretty priority letter, and it just says congratulations. That's not this. This is what the OSSA sends you for making the state tournament, and it says Class A state runner-up. Everybody has their name on it, and we'll give those to you before you leave, and that way you can keep that for keep for later on. All right? Oh yeah, maybe coach will do that. Okay? So let's start. 2 young men, seniors. I'd really like to have them next year, but obviously that's out of our control. Finish Strong Award. That's our motto. I'm telling you, I have a shirt that we put Finish Strong on the back of the shirt to make sure that whatever we do, we always finish strong. We don't want to fall off at the end. You know, basketball season's funny because it starts in October, and then by February, you are worn out. And then by March, you're even more tired. But I'm telling you, right there in the second week of February, it's like a new season. And if you don't finish strong, if those 5 months have wore you down, because basketball is so dry, if you don't finish strong, you can't get that silver ball. You can't. There's many teams that don't because they don't finish strong. Our motto was finish strong this year, and obviously we did just exactly that. But 2 young men that didn't just get all the minutes in the world, that didn't get to play all they wanted. They didn't quit. They didn't call it quits and go get a job too early. They finished strong. Dagan Sims, JD Lou. I believe that's going to be multiple rookies of the year. These young pups, all you got to do is run the toss on any Saturday you want. They're all playing. Mustang AAU, they're all playing. They haven't missed yet, and the future is bright. We're going to be sitting back watching these guys in a couple years. Next year, the life's going to be great. They're just going to have to stand out there on the 3 and say, "I'm open, just throw it to me, I'll shoot it." But soon, one day, they're going to have people chasing them around, guarding them full court, trapping them, paying attention to them. And it's going to be fun to watch these guys in a few years. We can start by watching them bust those 3s next year, and then after that, they're going to be in the hot seat. But 4 Rookie of the Years are Ryder Davison, Gavin King, Braden Fleetwood, and Rylan Austin. What do they say? Remember my name, or remember those names? You better remember those names. All right? Paying his dues. I know his family's here because they never miss, just like he never misses. He doesn't play the whole time. He's a sophomore. I'm telling you, if the parents push him to not miss, he doesn't miss. He makes every baseball, every basketball, every get-together. He doesn't miss. He's paying his dues as a young pup to get, so he's ready when his time arrives. Paying his dues goes to David Brunson. This young man, we're just getting to know him. His family's unbelievable. He plays hard. I was at their practice last night sitting on the side watching, and one of the boys said, "This individual, he never stops. He never stops trying." That's what they meant. And I noticed it, and I just said it in my mind, and then probably Chase, because him and I have a lot of similarities, but I think he said, "Man, that boy never quits." Most determined young man who's trying to get there, who's trying to play catch-up, who's putting all the time in the world in. Most determined, Logan Shook. Most 3s in a game this season. So Diesel going to get mad at me. Diesel carries the record of 11 threes. But this young man made 9 threes in a game. And I don't remember if it... Oh, that was a championship, wasn't it?
TOC.
Oh, yeah, just a kind of important game. No big deal. But it was just kind of an important game. He made 9 threes in the Fort Gibson tournament against Cushing. They were all over Diesel. They were all over Chase. They were not paying much attention to Ryland. And he knocks 9 threes down. A funny story, because I know some of his family's here. Coach Jerry David Walker. He's a big supporter of the Mustangs. We're walking out. I'm heading to halftime. And he made a comment. He's right there. And he's made a comment about something about are you going to keep letting Ryland shoot all those threes, or are you going to go back to throwing it inside? And I don't remember what that comment exactly was. What he was meaning is, if Ryland keeps shooting all these threes and not making them, we're going to lose the championship game. Because right at the end of the first half, Ryland was missing. He was missing, and here comes Cushing. They're trying to catch up. And so I went in the locker room. I'm thinking about what he said. I'm thinking about, I was like, gosh, I think I told Ryland, keep shooting it. Well, he ended up drilling 9 threes. We won the championship. Most threes in a game, Ryland Burke. Don't talk so much. Don't talk so much. Most blocks, I saw the highlight about 15 times. It was in the state tournament. He jumps up, throws the ball off the backboard. I thought I was watching an NBA game on TV, but it wasn't. Most blocks, Austin Jones. Most rebounds, every time I talk to these young pups, I say, who's going to replace him? Who has the strength? Who's a man? Who rebounds like a man? Who has the strength for next year? Because this young man is probably the reason we won many games, because he allowed the opponent to not shoot it multiple times. Most rebounds, big man in the middle, Bryson Parnell. I didn't find the stats on this. Most three-pointers in a career, no questions asked. If you thought he shot good in the season, if you thought he shot good in his career, you should just come on up to the gym and take a look at what he's doing now. I've watched him shooting every night. We're up there. He doesn't miss. He does not miss. So if you want to see something crazy, come watch this boy shoot. Most threes in a career, I don't know the number, but it's many, many. But we all loved watching Mr. Diesel Davis shoot the three-pointer. All right, my joke of the night, if I don't mess it up. The reason we didn't line up to get our food, the reason they brought it to us was because of this young man. If we were in a line waiting on our meals, he would push you down. He would elbow you right in the mouth. This boy is fierce. It says fierce competitor. He fought every game, and he's doing it even more now. He's going to be a senior. Thank goodness we got him another year. But definitely one of the fiercest players, the fiercest competitor that I've coached, and we ain't seen nothing yet, Trapper Walker. When you're a coach, you beg for leadership. You want somebody on bad days, or when some of your players might be down in the dumps, stayed up too late, tired, had a bad loss, had a bad game. They're down in the dumps. You want somebody who is consistent, vocal, shows with example, can get his tail end chewed out, and you would not know it. Leadership Award, Chase Clark. Speaking of Chase Clark, 1,000 points in his career, mid-junior year, I believe. 1,000 point club, Chase Clark. 1,500 point club, the man himself, Diesel Davis. All conference, we won the conference. The Riverside Athletic Conference, we were first place this year, and they really were hiring our guys. You walk into it's a restaurant, and you sit there and you don't say anything about your guys, you say things about other guys, and all the table of coaches could talk about were our guys, how good they are. All conference, Austin Jones, Trevor Walker, Ryland Burke, Bryce Parnell, Chase Clark. And then they pick one to be the most valuable player of the conference. That means out of the 18 conference, this young man is the best player in the conference. MVP, Diesel Davis. All right, hey, we're getting closer. I promise you, we're getting closer. Muskogee Phoenix All-Tournament Team. It's the area, all the surrounding areas, the coaches and everyone everyone else, not me, but everybody votes for all tournament team. Diesel Davis made all tournament team. And this year they voted Mr. Chase Clark as Muskogee Phoenix all tournament MVP. A little bit longer, you can go take a seat. Okay? He's new to the program. We got him for 1 year. He left his mark. He made an impact on day one. I met him, his brother, and his dad at a convenience store on the way to UCO team camp. That's our only overnight team camp. First time I had really met his family, but first time I was going to hang with Austin Jones overnight. And he talked to the team like a grown man. When you don't know someone, you always think, well, what is there? Is there something? Or what are we going to learn about him? When things go bad, and coach benches him, or coach doesn't start him, or coach isn't nice to him, what side are you going to see? And we saw a good side the whole early season. I thought, we'll see. And he never changed one time. He is high character, quality young man. From where he started as a Mustang to where he ended, you couldn't recognize him. Most improved, Austin Jones. 100% effort. You put him in, he doesn't stop until you pull him out. You have to pull him out because he works too hard. He's too physical. He fouls too much because of his effort. But I got on this plaque, 100% effort award goes to Trapper Walker. Mustang Award, and hey, there's people in here, and I'm talking fast. There's parents in here, and there's kids in here that'll have to deal with this. I don't know who you are. Rylan and his family, they never missed a game. Rylan sat the bench for 3 years. He didn't play. He sat the bench. Too many older boys in front of him. He never played for 3 years. And then he got his chance. He definitely gets the Mustang Award because he paid his dues. He never got negative. His family was always supporting us. And he had to wait 3 years to play. Mustang Award, Rylan Burke. And they really like giving O'Reilly a hard time. Defensive player, he had to guard the biggest guys, the strongest guys. If we didn't have him, you know the saying, you don't know what you got until it's gone. Well, he's gone. And now I know exactly what we have. Defensive player, Bryson Parnell. Offensive Player of the Year, it really helps that we had a young man named Diesel Davis on our team because his name spread through the state like wildfires. And the scouting report included Diesel Davis's name all over it, front and back page. So when you have that kind of player, it opens other people up to be able to score, to be able to have a little bit more freedom. And this young man scored high points this year to, I don't want to guess, it was 460, probably not. Offensive Player of the Year, Chase Clark. MVP, he's been with me since the beginning. And, some coaches, their best player, they pamper them. They make sure they're happy. Not me. My best player, I make sure he's mad. I make sure I test every ounce in him. Diesel got benched before. He got yelled at in front of everybody in the Fort Gibson gym. He got pushed in practice. He got pushed in games. He set the tone for work ethic. He'll be remembered forever. Every young pup will definitely try to match his work ethic. I know of a few that's already trying to match that work ethic. He's behind the scenes every day practicing, still today. He gets to go play college basketball. MVP, Diesel Davis. Gentlemen, hey, I'll never forget you. All you boys graduating, come back and cheer for your guys next year. Until then, they're going to be putting the work in to try to be as good as we were this year. Sound good? Take a seat. Each young man not only was going to get that certificate, but we got them hoodies. And it's the 60th year, the last time at the big house. So we got all the gentlemen a hoodie that was on the squad. We'll give that and the certificates to them before they leave. So don't leave until you get your hoodie. All right, so we're about finished. I can't imagine what people are saying right now about how long is this going to take. So I'm going to try to get it done. Now individual awards. Diesel Davis and Alex Collins, come up here, please. Come up here, please. Okay. We'll start with Alex, all right, and I'll run through them. Oklahoma Coaches Association, All-State Volleyball. Alex Collins. Oklahoma Native All-State Association, Alex Collins. All-Star by Class Award, Alex Collins. And then finally, the Oklahoma Girls Basketball Coaches Association, All-Stater, gets her a blue jacket. So many people want these blue jackets. Alex got her not one, but she got her two, volleyball and basketball. Alex Collins. This is coaches all over the state that vote for this stuff, and she's a two-sport all-star. For the rest of her life, she can say, she's a two-sport all-stater. For the rest of her life, she can say that. She is missing one jacket, it hadn't came in yet, but the all-star by class, she gets a jacket for that also. So Alex, hey, you left your mark. Alex is going to go to Randall University. She signed today. Alex, good career. Take a seat. Give her a hand, please. All right, my man. I played at OK. I wanted to be all-state. And I wanted a blue jacket. I wanted a red jacket. I wanted to play college basketball. Those were my dreams. I wanted that. And I never got to do it. I got to go play baseball for a couple years and ride the pine. But Diesel has accomplished all these things that I was in his shoes in the past, and I would have done anything to get it. I didn't work as hard as Diesel. I didn't deserve it as much as he does. So Diesel's accolades are this. Oklahoma Coaches Association, All-State. That's the blue jacket. The All-State game will be played in the summer. That's one of his. Along with Alex, we'll play a couple games too. Oklahoma Native All-State Association. That's Diesel. There's a game for that also. And then the All-Star by Class, Diesel Davis. He makes it look very easy. Everything he's got in his hand is almost impossible. It's the hardest thing to do. So he can walk out of here smiling and know that he deserves what he got. Proud of you, buddy. Okay. All right, hey, we're done. Thank y'all so much. The future's unbelievably bright. like Coach Phillips said a lot of good things. And you know, we're going to lose Coach Phillips, but things like that happen. You know, people move. People move. And Coach Phillips, we appreciate those kind words because Coach Cable, Coach Collins, we're from here. This is our home. And, you know, people get used to us. They know us. They get used to us. And so for Coach Cagle and Coach Collins, the things that they've done, either I'm getting lazy or I'm getting old. All right, there it is. But for the things that they've done, they carry the weight. It's unreal. And Coach Phillips, thank goodness we get to put his, we already did, we get to put his ugly mug on the wall for the rest of his little life on the state championship banner that's up there, so I'll get to look at him every day I walk by. Probably send him some mean text or something every time I look at it. But I truly, they worked their tails off. I couldn't do without them. Things are changing in our lives, and we're still as motivated to get all these awards next year, the year after. We want all of your kids to be just as successful as these seniors. Trust us. We'll take care of business. You help them. You push them. You make sure they're on our team, on our side. We will push them to be successful. It works. It works. All right? Thank you so much. Before you leave, the seniors, there's your banners. You're going to come up and get them on your own. And then make sure you get your certificate and your hoodie. Okay. OCF, thanks again. Thank you guys. Sorry it took so long. Have a good night.